Welcome back. Today is Valentine's Day, a time when many are dreaming about their next vacation getaway with the ones they love and care about the most. Joining us now to discuss why a cruise may be just what you're looking for is travel expert and editor in chief of Cruise Critic, Colleen McDaniel. Colleen, thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me, Brittany.
So, why do you believe that cruises are such a great option for couples when planning a romantic getaway?
Well, first of all, you get to spend more time together. We all live very, very busy lives, and cruising really offers a romantic escape that lets you maximize your quality time together, whether that is enjoying cultural sites in Europe or simply relaxing on a beach in Hawaii.
Mhm.
Also, cruising is unmatched when it comes to variety and value. You get to pick your stateroom type, your dining, your entertainment, your activities, and so much more. Also, when you compare cruising to a similar land vacation, cruising is just more inclusive, making it the best vacation value for your dollars.
And so you kind of mentioned I guess you kind of get to plan your own trip, right? In a sense, you get to kind of pick your own activities, your own food, all that stuff. So, what specific features or experiences make cruises ideal for fostering romance?
Yeah. Well, I think that there are wonderful spas on board cruise ships that are really a nice way to get pampered and feel a little romantic. Why not book a couple's massage or, dinner at a really nice specialty dining venue?
And for those who aren't necessarily celebrating Valentine's Day, but they're celebrating Galentine's Day with the girls, how can cruises create the perfect setting for that as well?
Okay, so I love talking about this trend because there really is no better way to connect or reconnect with the women in your lives than embarking on a new cruise journey together. Cruising provides so much variety when it comes to experiences that it caters to women everywhere, whether it is discovering a new city or enjoying beach time or even signing up for an adventurous activity. Plus, you unpack once and then you wake up every day in a brand new port, which is a great reason to take this kind of vacation. Let's be honest, it can be kind of hard for women to get away given their daily responsibilities. And cruising really offers flexibility and an ease to travel that makes it the best value for your vacation time.
And also, what are some activities or amenities do cruise lines offer that cater to groups of female friends celebrating their friendships?
Well, I talked about the spa, and I can't think of a better way to spend time with my female friends than a day getting pampered, be it in a thermal suite or getting a facial with my friends. But also, there are some really nice adult only venues on board cruise ships. For example, Norwegian Cruise Line offers two outdoor venues, including Beach Vibe Club and Spice H2O, both of which are for adults only. So you can have a really nice adult time with your gal pals.
There is nothing like a good manicure, a good facial, a good massage to make you just feel like a new woman and ready to take on whatever, right? But before we go into that, we have to book the cruise overall. So, what are some key factors that we should consider?
Well, first of all, book ahead. Right now is actually a great time to start planning your summer 2024 vacation. And for a limited time, Norwegian Cruise Line is offering 50% off all of its cruises. And that includes its free at sea offer, which comes with a variety of perks, including unlimited open bar, free specialty dining, free shore excursion credits, free Wi Fi, and so much more. Also, do your research when it comes to your accommodations. So, if you're looking for that romantic getaway and you want to splurge a little bit, consider something like Norwegian Cruise Line's The Haven, which is the company's exclusive ship within a ship enclave. And this comes with a host of amenities, including private restaurant, private bar, private pool, and 24/7 butler service. Now, if you're doing that girls' trip, consider connecting cabins so you're never too far from each other. Also, consider a studio cabin. And these are staterooms that are really designed and priced for the solo traveler. Norwegian Cruise Line actually has solo cabins across all 19 ships in its fleet.
And so, before you go ahead and you book that cruise, are there any specific tips for first time cruisers to ensure they have a smooth and enjoyable experience?
Sure. I mentioned doing your research on accommodations, but also do your research on your itinerary and the ship that you're sailing on. Visit a site like cruisecritic.com where you can read ship reviews and actually connect with people who've taken those cruises and get tips from those real cruisers themselves.
And according to Cruise Critic, what are some of the most popular cruise destinations for this year? Where should we start getting our hands on first before it's too late?
Yeah. All right. So Europe and Hawaii are in real high demand right now. And both of these are great destinations for those girls' getaways. But of course, they're also excellent for that couple retreat.
Right.
So Europe is a great spot to spend with your gal pals. What we recommend is you look for those immersive itineraries where you're really spending time in port. NCL, for example, offers on average about 10 and a half hours in port on its European itineraries. So you really have time to bond and indulge in some of these very culturally diverse destinations. And of course, Hawaii is absolutely incredible. And Norwegian Cruise Line is the only cruise line that offers 7 night inter island itineraries leaving from Honolulu. And what we really like about these itineraries is that you have almost 100 hours in port and you will overnight in Maui and Kauai.
And so I'm assuming that is just one of the exclusive offerings that Norwegian Cruise Line has for romantic getaways. So could you tell us a little bit more about these special packages?
Yeah, absolutely. So I talked about Hawaii, but Europe, for example, is as I said, very hot. And Norwegian Cruise Line is visiting a ton of places around Europe, including the Mediterranean, Northern Europe, which is one of my favorites, and the Greek Isles, which is really should be on any traveler's bucket list.
Hmm. And when it comes to Norwegian Cruise Line, honestly, that is the line that I hear about the most when we're talking about cruises. But we know that there are a few others. But what is it specifically about Norwegian Cruise Line that sets them apart in terms of providing unique experiences and, just memories?
Well, one of the things that makes Norwegian Cruise Line really special is their freestyle approach to cruising, which I love. It's a bit of a come as you are approach to cruising, and it means that you can schedule your dining when you want. You can enjoy setting up your own schedule. You get world class entertainment on Norwegian Cruise Line. They have some real Broadway caliber entertainment, and they have some exclusive things on their ships that nobody has, including a go kart track. So if you ever thought, boy, I want to go do go karting at sea, Norwegian Cruise Line is the cruise line for you.
Go karting at sea. I think that is such a cool activity to do. I mean, you're right there. You got this beautiful view. I think that's awesome. So, on top of that, can you share some romantic highlights or special events that couples could expect during these cruises?
Sure. So, I talked about some of the great dining options, for example, and there's nothing more romantic than grabbing a dinner for two in a specialty dining venue. These can be some exceptional dining experiences, and to be able to do those for two is absolutely incredible. Spending time in the spa is one of these great experiences. You can book a couples massage, which is a lot of fun. Or if you are doing this with your gal pals, grab a day in the thermal suite. Cruise Critic recently named Norwegian Cruise Line the best spa at sea for its Mandara spa, which it has across its fleet. And it's a really special spa because it has an excellent thermal suite. It offers some really great treatments, from massages to facials to pedicures and manicures.
And so, as the editor in chief of Cruise Critic, what trends are you currently observing in the cruise industry this year?
Well, so one of the things that we are definitely seeing is that cruise lines are really they're a little ahead of the curve now when it comes to some of these land things that are happening on land. But we're also seeing some of these things that are happening on land coming on cruise ships. One of my favorites is the approach to the food hall, and this is
Hmm.
something, if you are hanging out in any cool city in the U.S., you could probably find a food hall, and these are making their way on board cruise ships, including Norwegian Cruise Line has this on its latest ships. And it's a great concept where you can really enjoy a lot of different variety when it comes to food at sea. And it feels actually like a food hall when you're on board. And it's a really great experience where you don't have to sit down in a formal dining environment, but you still get excellent food.
I think that's so cool. And as we wrap up, can you talk about how the perception or demand for cruises has evolved over the past few years?
You bet. So certainly, we are seeing demand for cruising higher than we've ever seen it. Even looking back to 2019, which was sort of the standard gold standard year, we are seeing much higher demand in cruising. People really want to spend money on experiences rather than things. So cruising fits that perfectly.
You know, Colleen, I always said I'm somebody who was never for cruises. So I think this interview, I think I'm a little more open minded. I think I'm ready to book my first cruise. So, with that, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thanks for having me.
For more information, you can visit their website at ncl.com and cruisecritic.com.